Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bell. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he's got it in the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
It'll be a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Illinois lining up quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Galladay. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. He'll try to pop the draw.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They go to the draw. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Ware. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're working that left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Open runway ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right. Yeah,
not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Gets it out fast. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Let's go! From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's got room. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this.
Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly when you go to.
Makes his connection. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Right down the middle. It's complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on first down. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Gets rid of it. The short hands. It's Valentine. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, we've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep.
Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Galladay. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deep. Accepts it, they will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Now the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Using his legs, it's Hardy. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to the ground game on the left. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Dialing up a second down pass play. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. About to snap it for the 8th time on this drive, and it's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Now the pitch. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Cherry.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the 4th quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. A late hit. $15 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games. We had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Snap in the shotgun. He wants it all. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.